If you like this video, hit the subscribe button below to be notified of new content. So, I'm going to attach the earmuffs to the helmet. And if you remember, I drilled out, so I pulled the wire out of each side of the earmuff. And I drilled it with my pen drill. And now I'm able to easily insert and attach the wire. And then I'll put a dab of glue on there. But I'm going to attach these without the wire attached to them, so it's easier for me to handle. You'll also remember that, you can see here, let's see, this side, that I took the rails off of the earmuffs. And now I'm going to glue this to this right here. And let's just see what it looks like real quick. Alright, and the microphone will go under like that. That right there is pretty sexy. So that should stay once I tap a tiny bit of glue. I'm going to just check the other side real quick. Being careful that it doesn't fall off. Here's the hole for the wire. I do like how these attach. I actually like the attachment point in the rear better than I do up on top. This right here tends to look like the guy's, I don't know, Mickey Mouse with huge earmuffs. This right here makes it a lot more low profile and actually puts the cups inside the helmet. So it looks a lot better in my opinion. Probably functions a lot better too, the real thing. Yeah, boy. Oh yeah. Hootenanny, who's your daddy? Alright, so those look damn good. So let's go ahead and actually attach them. So here's kind of the deal. If you want to take this out and you want to do photo shoots with it, or do you just want to sit it on a desk? If I permanently attach these, then I will have to break them if something falls off, or if I wanted to fit on a different helmet or whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying, once you glue stuff, that's pretty much it. So figure out if you really want to do it. When I use super glue, I use Gorilla Glue. I don't know if I can say that. The secret is, everybody tends to think that, oh, we should have a lot of glue, and we don't need a lot of glue. I'm actually going to put that glue right there, and that is all the glue I'm going to use, and I'm not even going to use hardly any of that. So, literally, I say that too much. I'm just going to dab a tiny bit with my tweezers. That's it. There we go. So, the other one just fell off. You don't need much, and the whole goal with super glue is that you don't want to see it. And you know when you see it because it's super shiny and it looks super shitty if you see a ton of super glue. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Again, I'm just using my tweezers. I'm just putting a little bit on there. Hardly any. It's actually, and if you have too much on there, you just grab a piece of paper, just like that, wipe it down. Now, these should sit and dry on their own, so we don't need to do anything. Sometimes you need to, if you're going to glue something, you need to clamp it or rubber band it or something. And the rest of the super glue, I'm going to, that way the kids don't get to it. Alright. That looks good. Now, Next thing I want to do is attach the wire. So this is kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. It's a lot easier to do without the muffs on. And again, I'm referencing the photo. I'm seeing how they did it. Doesn't tell me much, but that's okay. I'm gonna do it the way I would do it. So I want to be able to push the button on the left side if I was a right-handed shooter. Now take your tweezers, make sure they don't have glue on them. Wipe it off. Now I may do, you know, a couple different fits. Yeah, I don't like it like that. Not one bit. So it's kind of like you're threading a needle here. There we go. Alright, basically I want the wire to be mostly hidden because wires get in the way when you're doing anything. Oh shit, I need that super glue again. Damn it. Alright, so we're just gonna improvise. We're out of post-it notes. So I'm going to just put a tiny bit. I want to make sure where this goes. You know, I may not even use glue. Alright, so I put the earmuff down a tiny bit because it's on a pivot right here. Again, being careful not to pull it off. I found the hole right here. And that fits in there pretty good. So we're going to try the other one. I'm really proud of myself that I drilled that out. Made it look cool. And the butt. Just making sure that the wires are down. I'm going to go this side first time. Terrible time seeing. There we go. Alright, took some fiddling, but it's in. No glue used, which is good. That'll stay. That should stay perfect, actually. Okay. That looks real good. Oh yeah. Here's your PT switch. This is just, I got a little belt fastener on it. So just snaking it back through to the radio. Be careful when you're pushing that down that you don't undo it. And again, we can just tuck the wire. We don't need to really do anything with it because it's not going to be seen. Unless you really feel like. Alright, we're just about done. Just about done. I was putting together some other weapons today, and I found some more use for the glue dots. So, this is what I did. I need scissors. I don't ever like to glue weapons. Ever. Because A, they're freaking expensive. And B, I always like to change them. So, I'm taking a half of a glue dot. And you can see this is typical problem. And do that one more time. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a little glue dot there. I'm actually going to use a whole one on this rail. Where did I put the other half? Right there. Just gumming it up a tiny bit. Take them apples. On the site. It's a lot of shit. So you can see the scope. Same deal. Lots of sliding. So cutting the glue dot in half. All we're doing is just gumming it up a tiny bit. It's like putting a piece of bubble gum on something, but it's removable. So you can undo what you've done. Ooh. Bam, there you go. A couple things I have not put on yet. The axe that Jenny ran. Great people, RMJ Tactical. And then the pistol mag pouches. So these are fairly simple. I've done these in another video. Essentially this goes through the molle and then you just clip it in. Yeah. I should have done this before. Actually, we can go ahead and do that. Let's just do that. Alright, so normally I would have put these on before putting the vest on. But since I didn't, this is what I'm doing. There we go. Snaps on. That's good. I love these things because they're so much easier to put on a vest than the mole. Alright. You can't see what my fat fingers are doing, but that's alright. What's in the way there? There it is. Okay. I have a little tightener at the end of the string, just like the real thing. So you want to make sure that that's out of the way. While doing this first video, I'm learning what not to do in the second video. And when I do the second video, if everybody likes it and hit subscribe, then I'll learn even more. And you'll learn some more too, hopefully. The whole goal is to not get so frustrated that you think this is a pain in the ass your first time. Once you get done with the project, it's friggin' just sweet. You're pretty proud of yourself and it's pretty awesome. It looks good and you put it on your desk and you know everybody that walks into the office, they're like, whoa, where'd you get that? You can say, I made it. Pistol mag pouches are on. Looks good. Looks good. So I also have marker lights. These typically go on the helmet. And they're gonna go like this. They come with sticky stuff on them, but it's not enough sticky stuff. So again, we're moving to the, you know what I'm saying. This one you want flat, so make sure that when you put it on there, it's not balled up. We're not trying to gum anything up here, we're trying to stick something. There we go. Looks good. I'm going to rinse and repeat on the other side. Taking this off. I'm trying to get it close to even on both sides. Almost. Again, the good thing is you can take it off. We're going to call that close enough. That looks good. So, last but not least, you can do a couple different things. I would probably put it right there. Or you can put it on his belt if you want. Have it hang down like that. So I'm actually going to just do it right here. I'm going to use the mole webbing and just go up and down and come out and it'll be hanging like that. So, oops. That's got a buckle on it. So attached the hatchet. Everything looks good. So this figure is done. Let's put him with the weapon. Have him strike a pose. Actually, there we go. Pretty badass. That is the Green Wolf Gear Galac-Tac Urban Raider. One of the most kick-ass figures I think I've seen. Freaking badass. Subscribe and like these videos if you want to see more. I hope you enjoyed it, and please hit like and subscribe again, and watch for more content.